Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another quick chat. I'm feeling a little better, just a little better. So I said, let me go ahead and just talk about a few things with you guys. All right. And of course, I want to talk about Cardi B and her situation, as well as Joseline Hernandez. And Jocelyn has finally turned herself in. So I am uber excited about that. Okay. I also have two other stories that we're going to get into. And these people are not well known, but after the crimes that they have committed, they face is definitely going to be known at this point. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get into the TMZ article for Miss Cardi B first. Okay. Y'all know earlier this week, primarily over the weekend, Cardi B had a performance out there in Las Vegas, and she could be seen hurling a mic at one of the fans in the crowd after that person splashed her in the face with water. Okay, so it's been said that after the incident, Cardi was telling everybody to splash her with water, but then it's also being said that Cardi told everyone to splash her with water before the incident, right? And but she was saying, "Splash me on my cootie versus splashing me in my face." So when the young lady threw the water on Cardi in her face, Cardi's reaction was to take her mic and throw it at the young lady. Okay. And from that point, an investigation ensued to where the Las Vegas Police Department were looking to see whether or not, anything took place to where charges can come to the front. And I did see a clip on yesterday on TikTok of an attorney. It was a woman that the young lady secured. And the woman was saying that, just give it time, allow the investigation to play itself out before, we try to be judge and jury on our own. Just let the police department do their job. And when it comes down to pursuing Cardi financially, they're not planning on doing that. Okay. That's what she made in her TikTok post. I did not save it. I went back looking for it. I could not find it. But I wish I would have saved it so that I could play it for you guys in the video. But either way, some of you guys may have come across the same video, but she said that they were not going to pursue any like a monetary gain or anything from Cardi with this situation. But again, that was before the details came out about Cardi actually being cleared in this mic throwing battery case. Okay. They're saying that Cardi B is in the clear after throwing a microphone at a fan because the criminal battery investigation has been dropped. Now, Cardi's lawyers tell TMZ this afternoon we were notified by the Las Vegas Police Department that as a result of their investigation, there will be no charges against Cardi. On behalf of Cardi, they appreciate the Las Vegas Police Department and their diligence and their prompt resolution of this matter. Okay, so it's not like the young lady dropped the charges or anything. It's more so the police forming their own investigation into the situation, and based on what they saw, they deemed, I guess, that Cardi was within her right to respond to somebody doing that to her, I suppose. But whatever it is, they have cleared her. All right. So she was performing at Drea's Beach Club on last Saturday when she asked the crowd to splash water on her to cool her down in the burning Vegas heat. But when someone threw a cup with an unknown liquid and ice, she hurled the mic at that person. Okay. And it ricocheted and hit another person who filed a police report. Right. I told y'all the person that Cardi was trying to hit, she definitely hit. It's just that that mic bounced off that young lady and hit someone else. And the someone else that was hit is the person that filed the police report. Okay. Now, Cardi was then listed as battery suspect, but the case has gone nowhere. As I kind of was thinking it wasn't going to go anywhere, they said it was never ever referred to the DA. The cops concluded Cardi did not commit a criminal offense. All right. They learned an audio production company that owns the mic decided to auction off the piece. Oh, wow. With the money going to charities like Wounded Warrior Project. That's interesting. Wounded Warrior Project and Friendship Circle Las Vegas, which helps teens and young adults with special needs. FYI, the bids have hit $100,000. Wow. Okay. So it seems like some good came out of it at the end of the day. I mean, of course, Cardi's cleared in this battery case, but it seems like a special needs program is going to be receiving the benefits of the mic once it's officially sold. Okay. So I guess congratulations and good luck. All right. To those people. Next up, I do want to talk about, give me 1 second. There we go. I do want to talk about I want to talk about Joseline Hernandez actually. So let's go ahead and get over there to Joseline Hernandez. Y'all know Joseline had this big brawl with Big Lex over there at the Mayweather fight that took place. I can't even remember. I think it was a few months ago when it happened. And she was arrested. She was booked for maybe 48 hours. She was released. Well, since she has been released, the courts have added additional charges to her. And these are felony charges that they have added to Joseline's name. And I'm happy about that. I just feel like her behavior has constantly been rewarded. She's constantly been out here showing her arse, doing whatever it is that she wants to do. And I just don't think it's fair. All right. But they've added two additional charges. I came to you guys with a video, I believe, earlier this week. And I was just like, go to jail. Go to jail. Like, you have a court appearance coming up in August, and they want you arrested and locked up with no bond until then. So it looks like that is indeed going to happen, as she did have an appearance. Okay. They're saying Joseline Hernandez booked on two new felony charges from Big Lex Brawl. All right. And I do believe that those two charges, hopefully it's in this article, but I thought that they were related to assault on officers. Okay, but let's just go ahead and get into it. They're saying Joseline Hernandez just got slapped with two more felony charges from her backstage brawl at the Floyd Mayweather fight. So she had to go through the booking process again at a Florida jail. Now, the Love and Hip Hop alum was in court Thursday for her arraignment when the judge dropped the bad news. Prosecutors are charging her with two felony counts of battery on a law enforcement officer. Ain't that something? Girl, I just want to play. Hopefully, TMZ don't, hopefully they don't act up. I want to kind of play this. Let me get my headphones and stuff so I can listen to it too, honey. Let's see. The all-new pretzel bacon. I'm going to just mute it for now till we can skip some stuff and just see what the judge has to say.
Defendant is present, charge 2, battery on a law enforcement officer, both of these are add charges. And count 3, battery on a law enforcement officer, any argument that's a probable cause. No, you're right. All right, court finds probable cause on charges 2 and 3, turn to the state of Florida for bond recommendation and or recommendation. I'm going to release her on her own reconnaissance by agreement of the parties on 2 and 3. She'll be released on her own reconnaissance by agreement of the parties. All previous special terms and conditions that were ordered on June 13, 2023 will remain in full force and effect. But she's got to go into custody because it's an up-file for a felony. They got a book on it.
The previous time we were was for the felony.
These two add charges.
These are new charges, sir.
2 new felonies. They got a book on it.
See, he's trying to prevent her from having to be locked up.
In order for her to be served with the papers, because she has been add charged on 2 felonies, they have to book her on those felonies. They got to take her prints just as they would any other felony to make sure that she's not able to come back, or a clever lawyer like yourself, very wise, can't come back and say, my client was never booked on those charges. You understand what I'm saying? So BRR should be a quick turnaround, but they do have to take you into custody, man. You understand that? Now, all previous, she's remanded in custody of the Bryant Sheriff's Office to be served with this Xscape support. She is released on her own reconnaissance on 2 and 3. All previous special terms and conditions ordered on June 13, 2023.
Now, that's what you get, Joseline, girl. That is indeed what you get. I do not feel bad for you by any means at all. So it looks like she's going to be booked, but what was not clear was whether or not she's actually going to have to stay in jail. I'm hoping so, but it looked like they got to book her. But see, what's interesting, when I read all of her details, they said they wanted her locked up with no bond. So if they're booking her and she still has no bond, she could potentially still stay in jail to her next court hearing. So we just have to see. And it's like, you need to grow up, ma'am. You were just talking about how you performed sober for the first time, all this and that. And it's like, you got your beautiful little girl. Like, how do you not think of, like, you have things that you can lose now? And you out here brawling and stuff? Come on now. And I blame Zeus for contributing to said behavior. They're saying Joseline stood before the judge stone faced as he explained why she needed to be taken into custody again and booked on the new felony charges. Okay. And we just pretty much watched that video. It sounds like she won't be spending much of her day in jail. Okay. So maybe she's going to be getting out, but she still has to be booked on that. Now, TMZ broke the story. Police body camera footage from the aftermath of Joseline's epic beatdown of Big Lex captured her violent, profanity laced rage from start to finish. And the video shows her shoving cops. Now, when I was talking to my babe about this, he said that Joseline called her man a faggot. And I said, did she really? He was like, she sure did. She called that man a faggot. And I'm like, oh my God. And it makes me question, like, what you really be over there doing ballistic for real, for real. Because you know how when people be drinking and they be having that liquid courage and stuff, it just makes me question and think to myself too, like, okay, so is that the same thing that alcohol may do for people? You got a little coke courage or whatever. So much so that you put your man T out there calling this man a little piece of a. First of all, I think that's a really bad, like, girl. I think that's a strong insult for you to use, especially for you to also be a part of that community and for you to hurl that at him. We understand you were under the influence, but I also feel like you were saying how you really feel, how you really feel about him or the truth of the matter of what's really going on. And I think that's jacked up in my personal. But you got to answer for your actions, and we are here to watch you answer for those actions. And I don't feel bad for you. I don't know how many times I can say it. But either way, good luck. All right. Now, next up, I want to move on and I want to talk about this situation here. This is a Wendy's manager. Okay. This is a Wendy's manager who allegedly made a fake employee in the system, y'all. And when she made this fake employee in the system, she racked up money off of this fake employee. So they pretty much did an audit over there at Wendy's is out there, Lancaster County. I believe it's in Pennsylvania or something like that. But they did an audit, and what they found was that the former general manager allegedly stole like $20,000 from Wendy's by creating a fake employee. Now, according to the documents, they say Linda Johnson allegedly clocked in and out as a ghost employee at the at this particular Wendy's, and it was happening from July 2021 to April of 2022, and then had the paychecks go to her bank account. Girl, what? Now the paychecks from the fake employee showed police that $19,898 was allegedly stolen by this manager. Okay, who created 128 shifts for this quote unquote ghost worker. And detectives learned that later that Linda would be the only one who could create these shifts. And that sounds like how she got busted out. Now, an insurance company also reported that they lost more than $15,000 from the theft. Interesting. They said when other managers were questioned about the worker, police said some could not remember working with them, while one reported that they met him once and that Johnson did provide a time card for the employee, but never worked with him. Interesting. That's crazy. So Johnson admitted to police during a video call in April that she created the employee and had the paycheck set up to go into her Cash App account. Ooh, girl, this is a mess here. So now this woman is facing a felony charge of theft by deception. So you're going to have to pay all of them $20,000 back. And you faced with a felony. Now I can see you potentially not going to jail or doing any time possibly, but what other job is you really going to be able to get? I'm just wondering what kind of job you going to be able to get, because ain't nobody going to put you in no manager position no more. You'll never be able to get that. You might be able to stock a few things, but if you stock stuff, they might think that you're going to steal the stuff that you stocking. So I don't know, Miss Linda Johnson, you over here creating people. And then it looked like she created a fake employee that ended up being a male. I'm thinking it was a woman, but it looks like it was a male. And then somebody said they met the person one time and the lady provided a time card for the employee, but they never worked with the person. Girl, that's some messy stuff. Miss Linda, girl, good luck. girl, you might be going to jail for real. But anywho, let's go ahead and move on to the last thing I want to talk about, and that is this woman here. Okay, this woman was a Massachusetts principal, and she's been charged with spending nearly $40,000 of the school funds on an all-inclusive tropical vacation. I really think it was multiple vacations and not just one. So they're on her ass. All right. Now they're saying that she's a 60-year-old educator allegedly started requesting checks from the school's external fiscal agent account to be issued under other individuals' names from September 2006 until May 2019. Okay. So she was misusing about $40,000 in school funds for her personal use. Her name is Naya Wilson. Naya, girl, this is my thing, Naya. You 60 years old. You done sat up here and messed up the thing. And what's going to happen to you in the future? You're only getting older. Like, will you even have a retirement fund? Or are they going to be tapping into that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a pension? Are they going to be affecting that? Like, what's going on? She served as the headmaster of a high school for 13 years. And she did admit to authorities that she committed wire fraud totaling up to about $38,000 with all of this. So she ended up coming clean. I don't know how she was found out, but she came clean. And you was in that position for 13 years, over 10 years. So what's going to happen with your pension or however that works when you decide to leave? Like, will you get your money? What's going to happen? And you out here flexing during these luxury trips. Girl, I can't. I cannot. They said instead of working honestly on behalf of her students, Naya is accused of abusing her authority and using the school's budget as her own personal slush fund to embezzle tens of thousands of dollars to fund two all-inclusive vacations to Barbados for herself and her friends. You over there flexing for your friends and you done got tied the hell up. Wilson repeated the scheme for trips to Barbados in 2016 and 2018 and even requested the fiscal agent issue checks for two of her friends who accompanied the principal on the what? So you even got your friends paid? So your friends even got money. A check was cut for your friends. Were your friends teachers? Did they work at the school? What was really going on? Now, they said that she did plead guilty and she does agree to pay the restitution and she's going to appear in federal court. But they're saying that wire fraud can land a person in prison for up to 20 years. Okay. Up to 3 years of supervised release and a fine of up to $250,000. Ain't that something? So you done went up here trying to flex with your friends at the cute age of 60. At the cute age of 60, and you about them. I'm not trying to spend the rest of my days at 60 years old. So whenever you tap out of here, paying these motherfuckers back 200 and some $1,000, and you probably ain't gonna be able to go and hold another position like this in the future. Girl, you better go find a good private school that might accept you. I don't know, but either way, honey, good luck. Listen, I just wanted to come to the front for a second and just have a little chat with you guys about a few things that I came across over there in the news or whatnot. So you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.